Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the best Amethyst wild gems to target and buy here in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's talk about these Amethyst wild gems. There's 167 of them. A lot of them are elite. A lot of them suck. So we're going to talk about which ones are good and which ones are not as much. I'll be honest, on this first page, none of these cards really stand out all that much. Shaq is a pretty good inside if you like inside centers. Total lack of shooting does obviously hurt him, but he is a dominant inside center on both ends of the court still with 80 speed. So if you like Shaq, this card might not be as dominant as his pink diamond and future cards probably will be, but it's still a really good, very powerful center option. So that's a guy to consider if you like that type of a big man. LaFonso Ellis is really nicely well-rounded, 6'8", can play small forward, does everything good. Good shooter, great slasher, solid, well-rounded defender, 85 across the board, 85 speed as well. He's just an athletic, good all-around card, high 80s rebounding, bunch of gold badges, several hoffs. He comes really complete and really good. I think this card is pretty slept on, honestly. Big fan of LaFonso, and I think if you can get him, he is a really nice option at the small forward position. ML Carp, 6'6", shooting guard. Great defender though, solid shooter, okay slasher, very good defender. 94 perimeter, 85 interior, 96 steal, always has a good defensive bat as well, including off on ball menace. Another solid option right there. This KP is too slow to be really good. T-Mac doesn't play much defense, so I'd pass on both of them despite them being big names. This Derek Harper's not bad, I'll say that, for a decent price too, 40K. If you wanted like a more budget Amethyst point guard, this would be the guy. He's 6'4", he's got a pretty good 3-ball, solid slasher, and he's not bad at all defensively. 93 steal and perimeter. He's not spectacular. Hoff Challenger and Glove though are nice, pretty good gold badges across the board. For a 6'4" PG, he's not a bad card at all. I definitely think Derek Harper is a decent option, and I gotta say, if he's going for 40,000 MT, that feels like a pretty solid price point to me as well. For a 6'4" PG being able to do what he is able to do. So next up is going to be Mo Bamba. This card's a stud, might be the best Amethyst center, debatably. He's never on the auction house though. He's 7 foot, he's got an 86 3-ball, 84 86 mid-range, 84 3-ball, 85 standing and driving dunk, 94 block, 68 steal isn't good, neither is the perimeter at 74, but a 90 interior, 90 rebounding, 882 speed with a pretty good jumper too. He's a beast. Really good inside big because of his length. He's got like a 7'10" wingspan. He's gonna finish well around the rim and he's gonna shoot the ball pretty good too and be pretty athletic. He's one of the best overall Amethysts, I would say, but he also doesn't ever like exist on the auction house. This J Kid's not bad. He's a worse version of the Motor Ward. He's just good defensively. A little bit meh though compared to a few of the other Amethysts. He's not bad though. PJ Tucker, not bad either. 6'6", small forward, is kind of small, but his jumper is absolutely money, and he's very good defensively. If you're looking for a pure 3 and D, PJ Tucker fills that void really well at the small forward position, as does Jaden McDaniels, another guy who has a good jumper, 87 3-ball, and is a very high level defender. 95 steal and perimeter, 88 interior, 90 block. He is even better than PJ Tucker, especially because of that additional size. He's more expensive as well though, obviously, but I do think Jaden McDaniels is a really great card. This Terry Dishinger card likely moves very solidly and has a good jump shot. He always has. 85 3-ball, 85 driving, a dunk, 80 block steal, 85 perimeter, 83 interior. This is a really good card as well. If you get him badged up with gold badges especially, he is a elite option. Already has offset shot specialist. Rest in peace to the dentist. He's a beast. AK's a great lock, but AK only has a 73 ball on this Amethyst. It really does hold him back a bit. Still really good defensively, but low 3-ball does limit that card a bit more than what we're used to from Andre Kirilenko when it comes to shooting the ball. This Blake Griffin card is going to be decently athletic and a great finisher, solid shooter with 77 3-ball, 95 standing and driving dunk is obviously elite, but he's not a great defender. That's the problem with this Blake. 74 speed isn't bad, but just weak on the defensive end. Holds him back a bit for me for being more of a top tier option. This Josh Giddey is really nice. He's a 6'8" point guard, so that's valuable by itself. 6'8" point guard with 85 driving dunk, 83 3-ball. That's like really good. His jumper isn't spectacular, his defense isn't unbelievable, but a big versatile point guard is still a very good card. Rick Fox, very good jump shot at 6'7" from what I have heard. I have not actually used his jumper, so if that's not true, don't quote me, but he's very good defensively if the jumper is good from what I have been told. HTB was gassing this card up. If that's the case, he's a stud because his stats and batters are really nice as a 3 and D, and he can also play shooting guard at 6'7". OG Anunoby does not play shooting guard at 6'7", but he is a great 3 and D. I can speak from experience. I had this card briefly, sold him for a profit after I bought him, but I still think he's really, really nice. If you can get him for around 100,000 MT, it's not a bad price point for a really high level 3 and D option in the game. Şengün's a little weak defensively, not going to be the greatest defender. Markelle Fultz, you'd think he'd be good, and he isn't bad. 95 offensive defense. The stats are great, but his jumper's not awesome, I wouldn't say, these days. Now, he still has really good stats and badges. If the jumper was a little better, I'd be a little higher on this card, but I do think he's pretty decent. Kawhi doesn't have very good badges, but always has nice animations, good behind the back, solid jumper, good defender at 6'7". Definitely usable, even if he's not ridiculous because of the badges. Trevor Ariza, another really good card, who's 86 3-ball, solid jumper, 90 driving dunk, and a quality defender himself. Yet another very solid card. Wish he had a little higher interior rating, but again, he's pretty good too as a 3 and D. This Dinwiddie is probably the best of all of the Amethyst point guards. 88 3-ball, 90 free throw, 80 driving dunk, but at 6'5" with a really good jumper, pretty good movement, and versatile defense as well as very nice complete badges. His animations are super solid. His fade is good going right. He's a very solid card. I think he's one of the best of all the Amethysts, honestly. Wow, is he really that cheap? Okay, base, he's 100K. He was going for more than that earlier. If you can get him for 100K as a base card, I feel like that's a really good price point. That's what I paid for him originally. I think that is very, very reasonable. Next up, I guess, is there anybody else on these pages that I really want to shout out right now? This Cliff Robinson's not bad, but his jumper's not very good. Franz Wagner, 94 offense, 89 defense, 6'10" shooting guard. That size is really valuable. The defense is okay, but at his size, it's probably going to play more than okay, and the switchability he's going to provide is really useful. Jumper's not bad either. Franz is also another one of those guys who's really on the auction house, but he's also very, very good. DiVincenzo's got a great jumper, but he's only 6'4" at shooting guard. Stats and badges are nice, and his jumper is good, but I think the lack of height holds him back at least a little bit. That's rubies that I just scrolled to. Where are we now? I just looked at that page. So now we have Zach LaVine, who's also really solid, 6'6" or 6'5". Doesn't play point guard, but offensively is awesome. Spectacular jumper, great slasher, really good movement. Just not very good defensively. For me, that would prevent me from using this LaVine. Jim Paxson has an awful jumper. I tried it. Otherwise, he's a good card. He's a 6'6" point guard. On paper, he looks really nice, but his jumper's trash, and he doesn't have great interior. I don't love the card, but he's at least interesting because of his height. Herb Jones is a 3 and D beast, really good jump shot, very complete, very, very solid. 75 3-ball, definitely a good option. A 90 block, 93 steal, 92 perimeter is where he's really good though. His jumper's good. He's got a little bit of finishing with an 80 driving dunk, but really what makes this card good is the defensive end of the court, where he's just really versatile and really, really elite. Outside of that, I would say, Damari Carroll, Sean Livingston. I'm just gonna check on this Dinwiddie real quickly. Can I get this card for 100K? I know this is in the middle of this video. I'm seriously tempted to bid 100K on this card. I'm selling my Dinwiddie, my badged one right now. Is this crazy? You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna save my MT for right now. As much as I'd like to, I'm not going to. Let's get back into focusing on the video. My bad. Next up, we have a couple cards on this page that are good too. Damari Carroll's stats are insane. 99 defense, 89 3, 85 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 85 pass sec, 90 block, 90 interior, 93 steal and perimeter, 88 rebounding, 91 speed, 93 agility, 88 speed of ball, 92 vert, 88 strength. Like, his stats are crazy, and his badges are good too. His SIGs suck, but his jumper's good, and his stats and badges are insane at small forward. Sean Livingston, a big PG, but unfortunately low 3-ball at 65. Being 6'7" is nice. He's an okay slasher, and his size makes him better than that. Does have 90 speed. He's not the worst defender in the world by any means. Definitely a pretty good card. Another solid option for sure. Ron Harper, pretty similar to Sean Livingston. A little bit better defensively than Livingston, I'd say. Only a 70 driving dunk, 73 ball obviously is not ideal, but he's 6'6", and he's legitimately very solid defensively, although he's only 80 speed, which is not ideal. But overall, still a very, very good card there as well. Jordan Clarkson's good, 6'5" PG, who's very good as a slasher. Not quite as good defensively, but 86 3-ball, 90 driving dunk. Still a really nice offensive card for sure, who is not awful defensively either. Eddie Jones is pretty good. He's 6'6" shooting guard, 84 3-ball, 80 driving dunk. Okay defense, little low interior though, hurts him a bit. Jeff Green's not nearly as good as his diamond is, but he's not awful. Who else on this list is actually good? I think Nick Young's good offensively, but I think defensively he's actually 90 defense isn't bad. 95 3-ball, 95 driving dunk is crazy. 78 steal, 84 perimeter, 74 interior is better than I expected. This card's not as bad as I expected defensively, and offensively he's a beast. Nick Young's another really solid option. Dort's a little small, but his jumper's going to be good. He's going to be good defensively. Nobody else on this page is really going to stand out. This DeAndre Ayton's a beast. Love this card. Really happy to have him. He has a pretty smooth jumper, even though he fades back a bit, but it's easy to green. He finishes really well around the rim, and he's great defensively, and he's also got 80 speed at 7 foot with a big player build. Big fan of Ayton. I do not regret. I paid 67K for him. I think I would do that 10 times out of 10. He's a beast. Outside of that, Wilt's kind of like, I would say, Shaq in terms of being a pure inside. If you want to use a big like that, he's not as good as Shaq is, though. He's slower as well, so I just go Amethyst Shaq if that's what you're looking for. And I think that's basically it. AD's not bad, but his badges aren't crazy. His stats are good, but I don't think he's ridiculous. As a whole, that's pretty much most of the good cards right there. So hopefully that is a helpful video for y'all. A lot of really good amethysts here, a lot of studs, really at every position in all honesty. And so hopefully y'all do enjoy the video. Hopefully this gives y'all a good picture of the types of guys that you want to be targeting for your team. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.